Hey guys, Alec here, and welcome to Small Talk, small conversation with huge impact. I'm not sure if this is going to be a regular podcast episode or this is going to be a YouTube video where I'll be talking super formal naman ang setup ko. But yeah, this is the birthday special that I am recording that I want to share with you guys dahil I am in a reflective mode. Ano na yung nangyayari ngayon sa buhay ko. So, I'll be doing a different video on a quick life update wherein I'll be sharing what has happened for the past year, how I've grown, my realizations. But for this episode, I will be talking about the 9 unconventional life lessons I learned before I learned before I reached 29 years old. Okay, this is the 9 unconventional lessons I learned before I reached 29 years old. So it's my birthday, and these 9 things that I'm gonna share with you are ideas, realizations, learnings, and wisdom that I learned that I know that not all people will agree, but that's okay, right? And in fact, it's gonna be one of the lessons later as well. So let's dive into it. But yeah, again, happy birthday to me. Thank you so much to everyone who's been greeting me online as well. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so let's get into the first lesson. And the first lesson is practicality leads to an average life. Practicality leads to an average life, meaning the only people who will live their most amazing and most exciting life are the ones who are not practical. And because if you think about it, prac- being practical basically means that you are um, deciding based on what you currently have. A lot of people want to call it realistic. And for sure, there's maybe some benefits to it. Number one, it calms your nervous system. Medyo kumakalma ka, hindi ka natatakot. Because let's face it, practicality is fear disguised as practicality, right? Natatakot ka talaga, kaya ayaw mong mag-take ng risk. That's why you disguise it at being practical. Why? Because on the other side of things, um, wherein you live a life that is beyond what you could have possibly imagined, it's a life that is not practical. On the other side of practicality, there is this um, abundance life that is waiting for you that you can only achieve if you take unreasonable risks in your life. So for me, something that I learned na lahat ng blessings na natatanggap ko is because I took a risk. Lahat ng blessings, lahat ng miracles na natatanggap ko is because they are not practical. I didn't follow through with my college, not practical. I started doing content creation, not practical. I left insurance, a very nice paying job for me to start my own business, not practical. I went here to Manila with 1,500 pesos and borrowed my cousin's car. Again, not practical. But all of the things led me to where I am right now. And lahat ng meron ako ngayon, lahat ng blessings, like the business that I have, the 20 plus people in my team, the clients that we're serving, that is helping the company reach 8 digit, helping it to become an 8 digit company. Lahat yan kasi hindi ako practical. And for sure, there will be a lot of people saying na, hindi yan. Dapat maging practical ka pa din kasi kailangan smart ka. But you, like, life is not meant for you to think through it. Life is meant for you to be experienced. And you want to experience the things na hindi mo pa na-experience before. And so the only way to do that is for you to actually go and make the, you know, I actually believe it's also a way for you to do quantum leap. Diba? Pag sinabing quantum leap is you create a different timeline of your life. But the only way you do that is you break the pattern. You break something that is expected of you. You break the status quo. And that's where you can actually create a new timeline for yourself. So basically, that's the first lesson. Okay, practicality leads to an average life. Second is, and this is for like parents. Please, I know you're gonna disagree on with me on this, but listen up. Your parents' dreams of you must die in order for yours to live. And I heard this quote from one of the people that I idolize, really, really huge inspiration of my life, Alex Hermosi. And he basically talks about why it's a necessity for you, or why it's necessary for you to actually disappoint your parents so that you can start living the life that you want to have. For sure, a lot of people, they still follow ano yung pangarap ng mga magulang nila para sa kanila. But at the end of the day, there will come a time where you will disappoint your parents and you will start doing and creating your own life. Okay? But this is not gonna happen unless you 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 disappoint your parents and actually say na, you know what, ito yung gusto ko, this is something that I want. And that's something that I did as well. Naalala ko nung pandemic, nung sinabi ko kay mama na, ma, I'm gonna do content creation, like give me 3 months, let me just try it out. So, nung ginawa ko yon, of course, mama was scared dahil, well, nak, dapat mag-aral ka na lang kasi yun lang naman yung hinihingi ko dahil ito lang yung alam ko na could help you with your life para set up ka para kasi edukasyon lang ang may iwan ko sa inyo, right? And I understand. But for me, I knew I wanted to do content. I knew I wanted to create my own legacy in the creative field, in content creation. So that's what I did. I basically told my mother, na, ma, I'm really sorry, but let me try this one, please. So of course, nalungkot siya, na-disappoint siya. And for like a few months, she also felt that I was kind of like not unsure of what I'm doing with my life. But then when the results started coming in, she started to trust me more, and she became very proud of who I am today. And Ma, if you're listening to this, I know I'm really sorry, but yeah, I mean, it's all worth it, diba? The third lesson is God wants you to be rich. Okay, God wants you to be rich, and I'm so tired to hear people talking about how living a simple life is basically a life that is for God. Um, I do believe that God wants you to experience the most abundant life ever. And therefore, here in this world and in the next one, of course, in heaven, but here in the world as well, you are already saved, and therefore He wants you to live an abundant life. And so the only way that you will live an abundant life is for you to get a lot of money. And it's not the only basis for you to get to heaven. However, if you think about it, the more money that you will have, the more avenues and um, the more angles or the more ways that you could actually share your mission to the world. And I know for a fact that you having a vision to become rich is something that God planted. So if you have that vision, if you believe that that there is this dream of you that could get you, that could help you get rich, then God wants that for you. So don't shy away from that. Tayo kasi mga Pilipino, nabuhay tayo sa, God, parang blessed are the poor, 'di ba? Sasabi sa simbahan. But the thing is, um, I've met a lot of like poor people, and they are sila pa yung minsan masama ugali. And I also met a lot of rich people, and honestly, they're the ones who have the best character and attitude, and they're just the best people that I've ever met in my life. And it's because, of course, if you have the money, if you're not in poverty, if you're not experiencing poverty, then you are, um, then you are mm, living a life that you are designing, that you are very intentional with. And syempre, hindi na rin nasa maugali mo kasi nga, you're being blessed, right? And I just believe that, na, like, God wants you to be rich. If you're seeing this video, God wants you to be rich. Even if you don't like it, even here dito sa Pilipinas, culturally, we're not really inclined to get rich. Like, God wants you to be rich. So maybe instead of and he doesn't want you to be rich just for you to be rich. He wants you to be rich so that you can serve more people as well and share his goodness and share his mission. Yan din ang natutunan ko for me. Dati kasi parang akala ko like I wanted to be rich for myself, but the truth is, like, right now I'm running a business and I have um, people on the payroll. I have people sharing profit with me, and I'm just so happy that I get to be a blessing to others. So, yeah, that's it. Next lesson is you can have anything you want in life. You can have anything you want in life. And you don't need to justify it. Biggest lesson, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that we were brought up in this world thinking that we should just focus on our needs, not our wants. But need, if you think about it, a need is coming from scarcity. Like, what do you need? You need it. So, like, there's this attachment that you gotta need it, but there are some things that you need, like water, food, shelter, clothing. And let's be honest, all of the things that you need, if you're listening to this episode right now, binibigay yan sa'yo ni Lord. But that's not where abundance is. Abundance is in the wanting of things. If you want to live an abundant life, like a truly blessed life, then you gotta learn to accept the wants that you have. Meaning, if you want something, then just want it. No, like a little child. Like, pag ang bata, meron siyang gusto. Like, Mommy, I want to go to Toy Kingdom. Even if you say no, even if you explain it to that kid, he doesn't care if wala kang pera, if wala kang sweldo. He doesn't care if pagod ka. If he wants to go to Toy Kingdom, he wants it bad. And just like the child, most of the time, pag talagang hingi na hingi, binibigay talaga natin. And that's the same with the universe. Like, if you want things, even if you don't justify it, like why you want it will be given to you. I realized that the true meaning of abundance is being able to want anything without justifying it to anyone. Making sure that you can want anything in your life because you're abundant. And bakit ka matatakot humingi if you know you have an abundant God? Bakit ka kakabahan na hingin lahat ng gusto mo and not having to justify it, knowing that you are God's favorite child? And that's a mantra that I've learned and I've been applying recently. I just know that I'm God's favorite child, and if I want something, God's gonna give it to me. Okay, and I don't even need to justify for it. Like, I don't even need to like say na, hey, I work for this, right? Tatrabahuhin ko naman to, kaya pwede ko itong bilhin. Like, no. Wala nang hashtag deserve. Like, if I want it, I'll buy it, I'll get it. Right? If I want it, I will have it no matter what. And that's true abundance. Because if you allow yourself to want, possibilities are endless. Here's another unconventional lesson that I want to share to you guys. It's that money solves most of your problems. Yeah, money solves most of your problems. It will not solve all of your problems, but it will solve most of your problems. And even if, like, there are some problems that money can't solve, your quality of problems, kasi let's face it, hindi naman talaga nauubos ang problema, but the quality of your problems will get so much better if you have money. Like, if you think about it, if let's say ang problema mo is your health and you have money, then you can afford a dietitian. You can afford getting meds. You can afford a healthy meal plan. You can afford to hire a chef. you can afford to go to mag-register sa gym. If you have the money, you can take care of your health. You can attend classes, yoga, Pilates, whatsoever. You have the money to do that. If you want to fix your relationship, um, we know that money is the number one reason why married couples break up. It's the number one reason. And if you don't, if you want to eliminate that risk, then you need to have money. And if you have money, you can go out on dates. You can live a more adventurous life. You can surprise each other with gifts. You can take people to date. And just allow yourself to experience. Even if it's just like an ice cream date, you'll still need money. Okay, it can solve anything in your life. And for me, um, honestly, there are times that I don't want to work, but I don't. Sorry, there's not a time that I didn't want to work, but there were times that I didn't enjoy working. But for me, I just reminded myself that I don't need to enjoy working. I just need to enjoy the life that the work is giving me. Being here in Manila, having my own studio, um, treating my family anytime, anywhere that I want. Also helping provide for them is just it's an amazing feeling, and I'd rather have this than not being able to support at all and to treat them at all. So yeah, money can solve most of your problem. My next lesson is the ability to not care what other people think is the entry to success. Like if you want to live a successful life, what you gotta learn in your 20s, if you want to also learn all of my lessons, is that you gotta be okay with disappointing people because you will disappoint a lot. You gotta learn to stop people pleasing. Tayo mga Pilipino, sobrang people pleaser natin. But if you really want to become successful, then I'm not saying that you should be disrespectful, but what I'm saying is you gotta be okay with disappointing people. Because ito natututunan ko to as I mature, na people don't think about you in the degree that you think that they think about you. Like, wala silang pake. Like, you think, yes, you will get judged, people will talk about you, but it's not as much as you think. They are also dealing with a lot of things in their lives. They also have things na pinaproblema nila. And they're focused on that. Like they're focused on their own doubts, fears, insecurities, and whatsoever. Because you're focused on you, right? So let it be known that judgments or disappointing people is a part of life. And the earlier that you accept that, the earlier that you can give less fucks to the world, the more happier and the happier that you will be. For me, that's just for me. Like, di na ako natatakot ng confrontation, ng conflict. If I don't like it, I will say it. Even if magtampuhan tayo or mag-away tayo, for sure, walang problema. As long as I express myself and hindi tayo magpaplastikan because I'm too old for that shit. Yeah, I guess I am turning too old for that shit. So, like, if you don't like me, it's okay. I'm not gonna force me on anyone or any groups or whatsoever. The fifth lesson, or I think I'm on my sixth lessons. Seven, 8, 9. Okay, seventh lesson. My seventh lesson is it's actually easy for you to be successful. All you gotta do is show up consistently, which is something most people won't do. Crazy lesson, guys. Listen up again. Seventh unconventional lesson. Listen up. It's actually easy to be successful. All you gotta do is show up consistently, which is something most people won't do. It's easy. If you just show up consistently, do the work every single day, trust the process, continue to have that burning desire, you'll be successful. Like, there's no way you won't. Natutunan ko rin sa business, in life, in love, and everything. Ang unang sumuko, talo. That's it. if patuloy ka lumalaban ng dire-diretso at hindi ka sumusuko, hindi ka matatalo. And so, as if you're in your 20s, you gotta master the art of showing up. You gotta master discipline. Lumaki ako nang hindi ako I'm 29 years old. Hindi ko pa na-try pumasok sa corporate world ever. And discipline is something that is scary for a lot of people, especially in the freelance world. Kasi syempre, you control mo agad ang oras mo eh. Di ba maraming pumapasok na sa mga freelancing and all, na parang, lalo mga Gen Zs, pinupush na, pasok ka ng corpo para ma-experience mo kung ano yung disiplina. But it is truly a skill that you need to master. Like how you show up, how you do the thing that you need to do even if you don't feel like doing it. Like there were a lot of times that I didn't want to do it, but I still went for it, even if I don't feel like doing it. So one day I was recording like 30 pieces of content in 2 hours, which was crazy. My head was hurting, but I still kept on doing it because I know na magagamit ko siya and it's gonna lead me to something beautiful. So I do the work, even if I don't feel like doing it, even if I don't like it. Okay? And you got to do that as well. My eighth lesson is a life led by love is a life well lived. Not gonna lie, everything that is happening in my life right now is because I have a very strong inspiration inside my heart that is really helping me wake up every single day inspired, motivated, and very passionate in what I do. And it's because of my jowa. Okay? I'm just really happy that I know how to transmute my love or my love into motivation that will actually push me to work. But no shit. Magastos din kasi yung jowa ko. Pero, because of that, like, na-inspire talaga ako. Hindi ako pwede mag-settle. Like, I cannot be not rich. I have to be rich because I want to give the best life to the people that I love. And not just with my jowa, with my family as well. Like, I want to give them the best life. Even if that means I burn out, even if that means na maubos ako from time to time, even if that means if I give everything to my work, to my business. A lot of people ask me like, Alec, bakit ba sobrang obsessed mo sa trabaho? Well, have you looked at my family? Like, have you do you have any idea what I want to give to them? Because if you are seeing what I'm seeing and you know my vision for them, from my jowa especially, like, you would understand why I'm working this hard. And if tomorrow's my last day, I would be so proud that I've spent every single moment of my waking life fulfilling that, doing that. Anything worth doing is actions that is inspired by love. Call me romantic. Like, I don't care. But I do believe that if you have that love, you're inspired by that love, you'll do everything. You'll do everything to fix your mistakes. You'll do everything to get better. You'll do everything to win. And that's something that I done. Yeah, so that's my 8th lesson. My 9 and my last unconventional lesson. Hopefully you guys are still here and learning. Let me know if you in the comment section. Click the subscribe button or share this on your socials. Marami rin nagki-clippers on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. Tag nyo ako doon. On Facebook, on Instagram as well if you do that. Before I share this last lesson, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing to support me and the show and this podcast and helping me like capture this moment, my thoughts, what I believe in at this very moment. I'm not sure. Like maybe next year, iba na rin yung pinaniwala ko, but I'm gonna continue to vlog it for you guys to document the whole journey with me. So yeah, sana magustuhan nyo. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Like I really, really appreciate you guys. So yeah. Ninth lesson is the more money you'll have, the more faithful you will become. And it goes the other way. Like the more faithful you are, the more money you will get. And I'm not saying that because you want money, you have to be faithful. But in business and in life, faith is the ultimate superpower. That's why when I go to business owners who are earning easily 100M per month, and I ask them what's the secret, they would tell me it's faith. It's faith in God. And it's so funny because for me, when I do that, I'm always expecting for like a tactic or a hack or like a business tip or a financial tip. But it's always like if you want more money, then you gotta be more faithful. Ibigay sa'yo yan that the God that gave you the idea, the God that gave you the business is the same God that will give you the clients. The God that provided you with that vision is the God that will help you make it happen. The God that is giving you, or the God that is allowing you to experience the challenges in life, is the same God that will save you and create a miracle from those things. It's the same God. So if you really, really want to live an abundant life, you gotta strengthen your faith. And if you're gonna ask me again, like, paano ko siya nagawa, paano ko siya naabot, I'm gonna tell you, it's just faith, man. Faith in yourself, and more importantly, faith in God. Like, you gotta trust that it can happen even if you don't have the proof for it. Which is my life right now. I'm just living the best life, man. The dream life. I have my dream car. We're living in a dream condo. That is not gonna be there for long. We're gonna move out soon, but that's for another story. I have the dream team. I have my dream jowa. I have the dream studio that I want. I have my dream camera. Like what I'm recording right now, it's my dream camera. Pangarap ko lang to dati. But if you're gonna ask me paano ko naabot to lahat, I'm just gonna tell you, it's just my faith in God that gave all of these things. So, all glory to Him. Yeah, all glory to Him. So yeah, those are the 9 unconventional life lessons that I learned before I turned 29. Tomorrow is my birthday as of this recording, and I am just super excited to get into my last year of my 20s. My gosh, I'm getting old. But I truly believe this is going to be the most exciting year of my life. Like, this is the transition year. Like, this is the preparation year. This is where I'm going to make the most out of my 20s. I'll probably create a bucket list na pwede kong abutin. Or babalikan ko. I think I wrote something down on my bucket list. Balikan ko siya. But this is just going to be a preparation for the next year. If you're watching on YouTube, I feel like I'm going to blow up on YouTube very, very soon. So, sana masubaybayan nyo yung buong journey na to. Or kung di man, pag nabalikan nyo tong video na to, ma-realize nyo na, oh my gosh, tagal niya na ginagawa to, 29 years old, ginawa niya to. And when I'm on my 35, babalikan ko to, and maybe there are some lessons na sabi ko, it's still the same. Maybe there's gonna be some changes. Not saying it's fixed, but I just know that this is gonna be the most amazing adventure of my life. And I hope I can bring you guys with me there as well. So, yeah. This is my birthday episode. Thank you so much for listening. And I love you guys. If you enjoy this one, share this to as many people as you can. Tag me on Alec Cuenca and click that subscribe button, follow button if you want to hear more of the things that I talk about. So, yeah. This is small talk, small conversations with huge impact, and I'll talk to you guys next episode. Please watch all of my other episodes. You're gonna love it. Yeah, happy birthday to me.